This is 93.5 CHMR FM.
Are you looking for a way to get more involved on campus? Do you have an interest in student issues? Then you should consider running in the 2014 MUN Students' Union general election taking place on March 11th and 12th. Nominations will be accepted from Monday, February 24th until Friday, February 28th at noon. For more information or for a list of positions up for election, visit the MUNSU offices in room UC 2000 or contact Kevin Delahunty at 864-7633 or via email at cro@munsu.ca.
I guess we're live on the air right now with Wrestling Pages. I'm Max Page.
And I'm Chris Russell, and tonight we're going to be talking a lot about the Winter Olympics and Winter Carnival. But first, we've got a little breaking news on the home front. Our buddy Andrew Sampson had his laptop stolen. So tell us a little bit about that, Sampson.
So, today I was in the library on campus here, and I was on the 4th floor, and I took a step away to go to the washroom, and when I came back, my laptop was gone.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, the one time you sort of assume that people won't be the worst, they're the worst.
True. So, I mean, how does that compare to your experiences at X? What do you think about that? Would that ever happen at St. of X?
I would be very surprised if it did. I think maybe just because the campus there, it's a little more insulated, so there's not many people sort of milling about in the library. Yeah, I'd only been gone for about 5 minutes, and I came back, and the laptop was gone, my charger was still there. It's very frustrating.
That's ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. What do you think about that, Max?
It makes me mad. This is my roommate, who, if you're out there, I am going to flip out if I ever see Andrew's laptop. What does it look like? Can you give us a description of this laptop?
So it looks about, it looks like a MacBook. It's one of the bigger ones, so it's a 15-inch one. There's a slight pizza stain on it that you can't miss.
Do you hear that out there, people? A pizza stain. That, if you can't find the pizza stain, then you obviously don't know what a laptop looks like.
I know.
So,
street justice is a bitch. I would just like to say that to whoever stole the laptop.
So yeah, you'll be hearing from someone. A danger knocking.
It might be
door.
You might be hearing from a tire iron.
Not JK.
Yeah, JK.
We do not advocate violence as a form.
Yeah.
But literally anything but violence we're into.
Yeah, no, I don't like the laptop thief. No, not one bit. I don't think it's cool. And we got started a little late tonight, so I think that we're gonna go to our first break now. It seems a little early, but that's just how it's gonna have to be.
I always feel like I'm holding my breath. I hear the door open, and I'm never sure who it'll be. My dad, or will he be somebody else? Will he be mean, violent, quiet? Let me punish.
But to help them, help yourself first.
Hi, I'm Dave Panning from Figgy Duff, Rawlins Cross, and the Irish Descendants, and you're listening to Schmurr, I call it, CHMR 93.5.
You need unwinding. Tension got your mind in.
I always feel like I'm...
And we're back. So now we've got a little Olympic recap with Mr. Jamie Kelly. Our boy from back home in Bedford, Nova Scotia. He's basically Jamie. He did PR at the Mount. We'll have all that in our little intro now. But he did PR at the Mount, and he's been working.
Went through St. Effects afterwards.
He's been working on the business side of the hockey industry pretty much ever since he graduated high school, with us in Bedford, Nova Scotia. So we've got that for you right now.
Mangled research papers, thousands of beers, and a little dedication, Jamie Kelly focused his efforts of translating his love for hockey into the business side of the game. Throughout his 4-year degree, he completed an internship in the St. FX University Athletic Department, acting as the lead journalist for the AUS Conference. After that, he acted as a media relations assistant for the Tampa Bay Lightning in the National Hockey League. Upon completing these internships, Jamie was hired by the Brampton Beast in the Central Hockey League, where he currently acts as a sales and marketing executive. If that's not impressive enough, Jamie is also a freelance contributor to North America's #1 hockey publication, The Hockey News. He's passionate, fiery, and always looking to converse on the hottest topics in sport. Oh boy, I wish I could feel as good as this guy looks. Here's Jamie for the best goddamn Olympics recap Memorial University has ever heard.
Have another sniff of it. All right, listen. Max, Chris, couple good Nova Scotia boys, getting her done in Newfoundland right now, I tell you. Thank you so much for having me on your show right now. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jamie Kelly, and I'm also a Bedford, Nova Scotia native, and I'm here tonight to talk about some Olympics, obviously who did well, Canada's dominance, some controversial topics, and how outrageous the Americans are, because they are completely out to lunch. So first off, why don't we talk about, where the Olympics were and how everything was. So the Olympics were actually held in Sochi, Russia, from February 7th to February 23rd. Just ended 4 days ago. Was one of the best Winter Olympics for Canadians we've ever had, bar none. Absolute dominance. Not only in our natural sport, Canada, but basically throughout skiing, bobsled, figure skating, skeleton. We are absolutely dominant in winter. As the hashtag has said, we are winter. So let's talk about a little bit, first off, let's get into the medal count. We finished third overall in gold medals. We had 10. Russia had 13. And we actually had the States having 11. Well, Norway, having 11. The thing which is, driving me, so giddy and which is making me so excited is that, we've actually flipped North America around for once, or actually, no, North America looks the same for once, as the United States are under us and we are ahead of them. They actually finished with, 9 gold medals, 7 silvers, and 12 bronze. But the funny thing with them is that they like to believe that they were gypped, kind of screwed over. Americans? Judging was wrong. Penalties caused this and that. Blah, blah, blah. Take a hike, Barack.
Nonsense.
Take a hike, the States. You guys are the worst. All you do is complain.
Get out of here.
All you do is drop out. And all you do is chirp Canada for our maple syrup, for our goddamn moose, for our goddamn igloos. You know what, Max and Chris, how does this sound? I'm just going to do a bit of ice fishing here, and then I'm just going to head out to the old pond here by it.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a good time.
It sounds like a good time there. And, no, what's I don't know what is a school? I mean, I thought in my school there was just 10 people, and we learned about Justin Bieber and what is a Bieber? I don't know. Regardless, is the United States think that they are superior from us in every other facet, but they are completely wrong. We dominated them at the Winter Olympics. And I am so happy, like the two of you, to call myself
Hit the showers, boys.
just on that topic, fellas, I'll be real quick on this, but let's just see how arrogant and stupid and ridiculous these idiots are. How about this hashtag? The hashtag Fuck Canada was going on about Tinder. Let's hear this here. Oh, Canadians, all they have is bacon and maple syrup. Well, guess what? I just threw out my bacon and maple syrup. By Zach Legier, 43. Yeah, real smart, pal. What are you having for breakfast now? How about this here? All Canada has is Sidney Crosby, fucking snow when I want to snowboard, and a goddamn mayor who is so stupid. You know what, fellas? I'm just going to end it at that because I don't even know where to begin on these tweets.
I've never seen this side of you before, Jamie.
Yeah, you're getting riled up.
Oh, listen, honestly, I'm very passionate about, our country in Canada, and I hate how we always have to play second fiddle to these guys. But regardless, it's just, I'm just so overjoyed that we dominated them this year at the Olympics. Let's move on here, guys. And
what else you got, Jamie?
Yeah, I got, obviously, we'll talk about, our sport, what we grew up on. Windsor, Nova Scotia sport where hockey was made. Let's talk about the dominance in men and women's hockey. From start to finish, there were a lot of questions. We're dating back to 2010 now with the questions on the women's and men's team. Who would make it? What would happen? Is our goaltending an issue? Where will the scoring come from? Regardless, the boys dominated and the women from start to finish. The women's game was fantastic. We came back from 2 goals down with 3 minutes left to win in overtime. And our men from start to finish, I mean, defensively, obviously there was a lot of questions with our offense, but regardless, all you need is one more goal than the other guys. So proud of our guys. Start to finish, we killed it. Which is hilarious. Let's get on some funny topics here. We already talked about the outlandish and outrageous fuck Canada trend by the United States. Let's talk about Team Austria in men's hockey. Going from, they're about to play a quarterfinal game. And you have NHL guys like Thomas Vanek, who is now on New York Islanders, is an absolute all-star in the league. You have other guys like Michael Grabner and Michael Raffle, NHL guys who got drunk before a quarterfinal game and were so hungover that they got beat by Slovenia, which is a country that has 7 rinks in the whole country and 900 players registered, 900 hockey players registered. Compared to a country that has, oh my God, double that, maybe triple that. I mean, it is disgraceful. It's hilarious. But that gets to my next point in how external are the Olympic factors? I mean, do these guys think they're almost invisible when they get in the Olympic Village? I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, when you go to the Olympics, regardless of whether you're playing hockey, you're a figure skater, you're in bobsledding. I mean, regardless of what you're in, you are surrounded by the best athletes worldwide in a setting where, honestly, if something that you've trained for 4 years, if you fail or if you do well, talk about a celebration. The external factors to drink get absolutely screwed up, show up to your sporting event kind of hungover. That is extremely, to me, that is very interesting because it goes to show you the people that, obviously everyone takes this seriously and this is their life goal, but it's amazing what can happen when you're in a setting with people from all over the place that just want to party, celebrate, and almost celebrate the connectedness that the Olympics brings. It really is amazing. I mean, to me, the Olympics, I'm so passionate about it. I'll talk about 2 stories that honestly resonate with our country.
Yeah,
the best.
please do.
Let's talk about Gilmore, Peru, who gave up. There's a guy, like I said, I was just going on about 4 years you train for your certain event, and you are, to the bone. I mean, you're 5 days, 6 days a week training for your event. Gilmore, Peru gave his spot up in the 500-meter speed skating for a guy named Denny Morrison who was injured earlier in the year. He thought Denny Morrison on his team could do the race better than him. Denny actually ended up winning a silver medal, and Gilmore didn't compete.
There we go, boys.
And they ended up splitting, obviously, the glory of it, but that just goes to show you right there, Canadians are the best people in the goddamn world. They'll sacrifice anything for anybody. And, the Olympics is so much more than just, coming together, being competitive, being an athlete. It's about, helping your comrades and helping everyone else. And I'll give you another example of that, how Canada's the best. Downhill skiing. There's a gentleman from Norway, lost his first ski. And he was a medal contender. No one knew if he was going to win, gold, but he was in the top 5 in the race. He lost his ski on the top, about 3/4 up in the hill. The Canadian ski coach actually chairlifted up there, not the Norwegian. The Canadian ski coach chairlifted up there and gave him an extra ski so he can finish the race. I mean, the hospitality was provided. I probably sound like Don Cherry, as biased as it gets, but I don't give a shit. I am to the core. I love Canada and what we did at the Olympics, everything that surrounded it. It was amazing. And I guess what I'll conclude with here, guys, is, you know, the significance of the Olympics and what it actually does. I mean, it's interesting. We had the Olympics in a place where there is, you know, in a country that, you know, is anti-gay law, and I mean, and has a president that, you know, has extremely controversial views, and there was a lot of questions going into it. Without question, whether the security was okay, whether, you know, athletes, obviously, in our day and age, at least North American athletes, and we can also say the same for European athletes, we're completely supporting, you know, bisexual, lesbian, LGBT athletes. I mean, we're all for that.
Well, I mean, it's 2014, right?
Exactly, and you would think that. But it's insane that we had to have the Olympics in a spot that, you know, for some reason was anti, you know, gay. And
hey, man, well, Hitler hosted the Olympics in 1936.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, old Hitler. I'd love to see how he would be at the downhole ski slope. Eh? But,
Yeah.
no, it's honestly, all in all, security, what I've been told, was fantastic. They did a great job there. There wasn't any outrageous worldly events that took place. I mean, everyone was focused on their general sport. The take was that, you know, everyone had a fantastic time, every single country. I mean, obviously there's your glitches and here and there, but I mean, there was the satire. There was the story of, I don't know if you guys watched the, you know, opening ceremonies, but there was 5 Olympic rings that were supposed to be open, and only 4 of them opened.
Yeah.
There was a story about that person getting assassinated. I mean, that ended up not being true, but realistically, we want, you know, and as bad as they are, I mean, I'm telling you, like, I don't agree at all with their laws, and I don't agree with, you know, everything they stand for, but realistically, they put on a great show. There wasn't anything, you know, terrible that happened. A lot of people had problems with the accommodation, but I mean, you know, it grows you as a person. So for me, the Olympics was a giant success, not only global, but especially in Canada. We kicked ass. I'm so proud to be from here, and from top to bottom, from our general sport and hockey to, like I said, every other sport there, skiing, bobsledding, you know, moguls. I mean, Alex Bilodeau, what a story he is. I mean, it's just an amazing thing the Olympics are, and it's too bad they come every 4 years, but at the same time, it almost, you know, it keeps it authentic that it comes every 4 years.
Well, it makes it that much more special.
Exactly, and I should say every 2 years because you have the Summer Olympics and the Winter Olympics.
Sure.
But,
Right.
Yeah, fellas, I mean, it's an amazing thing, and I just want to say that they are, without question, you know, they keep your winter blues. When you're in the winter blues, they keep you kind of upbeat and kind of happy regardless. I mean, we all come together as a country, and honestly, like I said, as our Canadians have been, we come together as a world because we'll help anybody out. So it's a great thing.
That's huge, Jamie. Thank you so much for coming on and talking about that. That's so good. Little mouthy there, though. I may have to wash that mouth out with some soap later.
Yeah. I should say, fellas, and I'll apologize.
Yes, sorry to our program director, Reverend Bob Earl.
Bob and Kathy, how you doing out there? Jamie.
Bob, Kathy, send over a Dove or some Dove soap because I apologize. I didn't mean to be that ridiculous, but I'm telling you honestly, when I talk about a subject like this, I get passionate, and when I get passionate, sometimes I swear. So. Listen, fellas, didn't mean to, but you know it's all in good fun, right?
That's so good, man.
Oh,
So what's new, anyways? How's things going out in Central Ontario right now?
Yeah, fellas, I'm out in Toronto right now. I'm actually live downtown, but I work all over the place. I know you had the great intro there, and I think you hyped me up a little too much, but I really appreciate that. I'm doing some marketing for a pro hockey team in Brampton, Ontario here, but. You know, it's not the East Coast, though, I'll tell you that, fellas. You guys are lucky to be on the Rock right now. And anyone listening out in Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, I mean, I'll tell you, there's no place like the East Coast. I love it here in Toronto. I mean, Toronto's an amazing city to live in, but you guys got it going on out there. So, but I apologize. I was late to the show, boys. There was a 96, and there may
This is like breaking. This is like breaking
cars.
news right now. This is like breaking news. Like you guys.
It is. I'm telling you, this is breaking news. It's on all the news stations. 96 car pileup. I was stuck in. I literally just caught the end of it, and I was able to take a quick exit to avoid it all. But if I stayed on that highway, I'd still be in this traffic until about 3 in the morning. So you know what? Out east, we might not even have 96 cars. I don't even know. Regardless, they have.
Thank God you're okay, man.
Yeah, honestly, thank God.
Yeah, good thing it wasn't 97.
Yeah, it was all fender benders, though, fellas. I mean, nothing. No one was seriously injured. But you know what? Drivers out here are idiots.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
That's so funny, man. Well, let's hope we run into each other back in headquarters, back in Scotia here soon, back in Hollywood. Thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the show, Jamie. You're probably the most qualified guest we've had so far, anyway.
So, do you have like a Twitter account or anything like that? How can somebody keep following all your crap?
Yeah, land the brand here, Jamie.
Yeah, for sure, fellas. If you guys want to hear more, I mean, I'm always tweeting hockey stuff. You know, I'm always talking about.
He's always talking, yeah.
So I'm always talking, I should say. Yeah, very good point, man. You guys can follow me at jkel75. I'd love to.
JKel, is that your rap name?
Yeah, fellas. I'm actually just going to the underground right now and spitting with Eminem and Royce the 5'9". So if you guys are
King of the Dot.
No, man, this white guy can't rap, I tell you.
Well, thanks for coming on, man. It means a lot to us. We miss you. I wish you the best of luck out there. And let's hope we can get you on again soon sometime if you ever got nothing to do.
No, listen, you guys are fantastic. Chris, Max, thanks so much for having me. Two fantastic guys from good old Bedford, Nova Scotia. And Max's dad actually taught me how to drive. So, I mean, this is...
Yeah, there you go.
Shout out to my old man. Where you at?
Please.
Shout out. But, no, honestly, love you guys. Thanks so much for having me. And you guys are doing an awesome job. So, really appreciate it.
We had a great
Thanks a lot,
time tonight.
Jamie.
Thanks, Jamie. All right, and we're back. We're going to take another quick break, and when we get back, we'll be talking to the Winter Carnival coordinators, Emma Smith and Ryan Krats, and they'll have the results for open mic. So we'll be back in a minute.
Hey, I'm Colleen Power, and the Colleen Power Hour on CHMR 93.5 FM is brought to you by The Levee this week. The Levee, located in Holdsworth Court on George Street, features the city's best local original artists. I'll be featuring music from bands participating in the Levee Battle of the Bands 2014, happening every Thursday night at the Levee, and I'll chat with band members and the peeps who bring you the 24 band contest. Tune in to CHMR 93.5 every Friday at noon to hear amazing local music and details about the indie rock event of the winter here in St. John's, Newfoundland. Go to chmr.ca to listen online, and don't forget to check out thelevee.ca. Talk to you on Friday at noon.
Are you looking for a leadership opportunity in a truly global organization? Get involved with ISEC, one of the most prestigious student-run organizations. With over 86,000 members worldwide in 113 countries, ISEC offers international internships, challenging leadership experiences, and interaction with other ISEC chapters and partners across the globe. Make a positive difference in the world with ISEC. This announcement has been a public service of 93.5 CHMR.
As I lay me down to sleep, I pray my soul is mine to keep, and never step outside this bed, never into all the evil, now back from the dead.
Are you scared?
He's here.
And we're back. We're lucky
My
enough
goodness,
to have our
Emma's a
Winter
sweetheart.
Carnival
Chris, what do we got?
coordinators on the show again.
We have Emma Smith here right now, the Winter Carnival sweetheart who's been doing all the stuff behind the scenes. Emma, tell us everything that has been happening right now with Winter Carnival. We're about halfway through.
All right, well, first, guys, thanks for having me back. Yeah, no, it's been great so far. It's been pretty busy, but I think everyone's been having a good time. We had the Toonie concert on Friday. I mean, it was the Breezeway was packed. I think everyone has had a really good time there. I know the boys from Make Me and everything, and the Novaks had a great time. So it was good numbers. That was a great night for everyone. And then what else do we have yet? We had Field Day. Cold. Oh my God, that was a cold day. But I mean, we are in Newfoundland. It is in the middle of February. Everyone stuck it out to the end. So props to y'all. Yeah, guys. Well, yeah, we had a couple new events this Winter Carnival. The video game competition in Inco Building was awesome. It was pretty intense to see Super Smash Bros. Up on the big screen there. It was a lot of fun. What else do we have there? Improv night, or yeah.
How did that go? That was new, wasn't it?
Yeah, improv was also new. It went really well, you know. There was a little bit of a hiccup at the beginning with the microphones, but it improved and we found something else, and it was good, you know.
Suitable.
Yeah. It all worked out, and it was great too. Muncie provided us with some free popcorn, so I know that made everybody pretty happy. And Uptown Comedy Yuck Yucks. They were wonderful. They donated a lot of prizes to us, and
that's cool.
Yeah, so we were able to give a couple of those out, and we still have a few more VIP packages that we're going to be giving out to the students. Yeah, and then we also had yesterday, Shave for the Brave. It's wonderful. We raised over $3,600.
Wow.
Yeah, they were really pleased, and there's about over 47 shaved heads. We were close to 50.
How many girls shaved their heads?
2 girls shaved their heads completely, which props to them, and there's a few girls that cut a lot of hair off. So.
Yeah, shout out to Kim, who we went to high school with, Kim Hooch, whatever. If you're out there, Kim, what's up? Your head looks great.
She did, yeah. It was very impressive, yeah. And she probably had the most confidence going up there. There's a lot of guys that were squirming in their pants more than she was about getting their head shaved. So.
Nice.
It was good, yeah. And we also had every competition that so far has been on. Mun Hope has showed up. They have been absolutely great. I know they pretty much stole the show for improv. That guy is hilarious.
Shout out to Mun Hope.
Mun Hope, yeah. No, they've been doing great. And tonight we've got now musical talent. We had open mic last night, and we have
How was open mic last night? Was that a good turnout?
It was packed. Yeah, it was your typical, Wednesday open mic plus some, and that was wicked because Jägermeister sponsored us, so we had the Jaeger ice slide tower shot thing. And
it only actually took me like 2 or 3 ice shots to realize that everyone in the breezeway was putting their mouth on this thing. It was, I felt very communal. It was nice.
It's a communal night, yeah. No, it was great. We also had Molson sponsor us for that event too, so we were able to throw out a lot of prizes. All in all, guys, it's gone pretty well. There's minor hiccups here and there, but I mean, we are throwing a pretty big week-long event. They're bound to happen.
Oh yeah, not everything can go perfect, definitely.
So what are the remaining events now for people to come and watch and participate in and stuff like that, observe?
Well, we've got obviously the musical talent tonight.
Okay.
Also food sculptures tonight up in UC, which is great because all the food that the residents have bought gets donated to the campus food bank. So they're very fortunate of that, yeah. Then we've also have Cake Boss tomorrow and banner presentation, and then we have the new amazing campus race, which should be interesting. We've put a lot of work into this one, so we hope it all works out. And then the grand finale with lip sync, which I know everybody is on their edge, like their seats about, yeah.
And it's in the Phys Ed building, correct?
Yep, Phys Ed building, and
is there a cover to get in or anything like that, or is everyone can just?
No. There's a $5 cover.
Okay.
It's a wet dry event, so if you're 19 plus, bring your IDs and you can enjoy the bar that the Breezeway sets up for you.
I'll be there working my inaugural shift at the Breezeway, so you can keep an eye out for me there.
Congrats, Chris. Congrats.
So it'd be interesting. Maybe it'd be cool if people were encouraged to actually come and watch lip sync, so they could get a feel.
Yeah. Well, I know honestly in years past, a lot of people I've worked at I work at the Breezeway, and I've had to work the lip sync event, and so many people come out to this, even if they're not involved in residence. It's a really great night because, I mean, the res kids literally practice for months, days on end for this lip sync performance. So
yeah, we've all seen it.
Yeah, so it's actually pretty spectacular. They really impress you, and then I mean it's a good way to spend a Saturday night.
That's so exciting. Well, Emma, that's great, and we're really happy to have you on today. We hope to have you on again sometime soon.
Yeah, for sure, guys.
Great radio voice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Next.
All right, well, now we got the moment we've all been waiting for. We got Krats here to give us last night's open mic results. So, Krats, let's hear it.
Well, I'd like to give you the results, but before I do, I'd like to say that Winter Carnival has been nothing straight of absolutely amazing. The people that have been involved, all the volunteers, the judges, everything has just been great. I absolutely love the experience. I love hanging out with all the kids in residence and all the people in the societies. It's just been fantastic.
Cool. That's great. Have you been enjoying the new events and everything?
Oh my goodness, they've been gone. They went amazing. That's all I gotta say. The video game competition, we had it in the Bruno Center, and it's absolutely amazing. It's like we had like a theater setting. Couldn't ask for any better. The improv was hilarious.
Yeah.
Just fantastic.
Cool, so good. Cool. All right, so are you ready to give us the results?
I suppose I can give them to you.
All right.
All right, so before we start, 4th place and 3rd place was 0.1 points between each other.
Wow.
So I just wanted to mention that. So we'll give an honorable mention to Rothmere for coming in 4th place.
Perfect.
Sure. So maybe a little drum roll, please.
All right. In 3rd place, we had Curtis House. In 2nd place, Blackall. And last but not least, in 1st, East Tower. I must say, guys, it was a great competition between everyone. I'd also like to mention that East Tower, they got near perfect points in vocal talent. Those ladies were absolutely amazing on stage. So congrats to them, and congrats to everyone, and good luck tonight in musical talent.
All right, awesome. Thanks a lot, Krats.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's hope it's going to go well tonight, you guys. For all you little wrestlings, it sounds great out there. And please keep an ear out for Max Page and Chris Russell on Wrestling Pages. You guys are an absolute blast over there. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, good luck to everybody down at the Breezeway with the rest of Open Mic tonight, or Musical Talent, sorry. And yeah, so what are we talking about next? Spotted at Mun?
So last week, our last show, we talked about Spotted at Mun, and we pretty unconditionally supported it, and so much so that we gave out the shout out to them to get in touch with us.
Which I'm still fine with. I'm
still fine with. I still want them to get in touch with us. I'm a little mad they didn't get in touch with us yet. So we're going to be a little more edgy this week, talking about Spotted at Mun.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look at perhaps a little bit more darker side. We were giving it pretty blind support last week, and we got a couple of comments from our friends who've gone to other schools, namely our buddy Andrew Sampson, who we've got here in the studio with us tonight. So, Sampson, what are some of the problems that you saw back in your time at St. of X on Spotted at X?
Yeah, there's some danger in these websites that allow anonymous posting. There's no accountability for what actually gets posted on the websites. From time to time, you see it's relatively nice things that are posted there, like shows for somebody that helped a person out of a jam, things like that. A show to their friend who's having a tough time. But every now and then, it can get a little bit more vicious. I know at X, it quickly sort of devolved down into attacks on other hosts, attacks on specific individuals. So there's a danger there. If the person moderating the content isn't actually doing it positively, it can have some negative repercussions.
Definitely. So I mean, what would you say to the? How much responsibility would you say lies on the people hosting the website? How liable are they, or how responsible do you think they need to be with selecting what they actually put up? How much discretion do you think that they should apply?
So I guess the issue there is, there would be two ways to run one of those websites. You could post literally everything that you receive and say that you're a wallflower, or you could actively moderate it.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. I think I find that so far the boys at Spotted at Mun, or girls, I don't know, it's anonymous,
yeah.
But I think that so far they seem to be doing a pretty good job and keeping it pretty clean.
Yeah, and when I looked at it, it seemed to be all almost overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like imagine if one of us invented Spotted at Mun. That seems to a lot of pressure, because there's almost half the student body likes this by now, whereas something like our own Mun Student Union Facebook page has half the amount of likes, and it's been a Facebook page for 10 years, or however long since Facebook started, however long we've had a Facebook page. So it seems that it's obviously very popular. People are receptive to it all, and with that great power, seems like there comes great responsibility.
As Uncle Ben himself would say, it does seem that way.
So, and that's the discerning part of it, right? I don't know how I would take on that responsibility of being the moderator, the mediator, the liaison for the student thought.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like, oh, look at this great job I'm doing, but nobody knows about it.
Yeah, I mean, well...
I mean, like, it doesn't matter. It's obviously a lot of people are getting great enjoyment out of it.
Oh, yeah, man, absolutely. And I mean, it's like Batman doesn't do it for the glory, right? Neither do Spotted at Mun. They're kind of our unsung heroes, I guess.
When you grab the mic stands, just make sure to grab it right from the neck of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and grab it right, yeah.
Apologies for that.
Hey, no, it's all good, Samson. Everybody's got to learn sometime.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. No, it's all, we just wouldn't want to break mics and stuff like that. Sorry, I just interrupted. But yeah, continue, Chris. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Did you?
So yeah, basically, this organization of people, or whoever they are
Illuminati? No?
Taking on this massive thing. I mean, a lot of the stuff can be considered helpful. And people oftentimes debate like what people are willing to say under the anonymous blanket versus what they would say openly.
Right, and at least like in that case, it's not just like an anonymous website. Like there's somebody moderating it, which is good.
Yeah, after watching a little bit of House of Cards and exploring the deep web a little bit, or at least the screenshots, there's so many mechanisms and stuff in the world that already exist that are way more anonymous, way more malicious, and way more unethical than a group of university students. Because worse comes to worse, if this moderator puts something up that's incriminating, then they're either taking the responsibility on themselves, or they're going to transfer that responsibility onto the person that messaged them. Like these people aren't totally anonymous. Whereas you can go to the deep web and allegedly hire hitmen. You know.
Well, that's one place where you're, for the most part, going to fail.
It's a slippery slope, really.
So it's just
where does it end?
Like
no, Spotted at Mun's cool.
The degrees of anonymity on the website go well beyond what can happen on a Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in what they don't post. Like, what are people sending in?
Well, that's the thing, right?
Chris, do you want to say what you tried to say?
I sent in a shout.
This is moving from anonymity to.
I mean, I'll admit they didn't post it, so I mean, who gives a shit? I sent in a shout out to all the super cool dudes who were just rocking their flip flops and no jacket in the -10-degree weather and snow. Yeah, and I mean they didn't post that, and I'm down with that because there was nothing kind spirited or good about what I had to say. It was definitely not productive or nice, and I'll be the first to admit that. It was, however, totally true, and there's no reason to not wear a jacket. You definitely don't look cool.
This isn't junior high here, people.
Yeah, like I'm cold right now. I can't imagine not wearing.
Are you really? Because it's super warm in here, man.
I'm wearing my jacket right now.
Oh my God, you are though.
I haven't taken it off.
Oof.
Wear your coats, people. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get serious here.
It says a lot about your character when you don't wear your coat in the cold.
I know. What kind of vibe are you trying to like?
Unless like, let's just say you didn't have a coat, it's a totally different story. We could find you a coat, but if you have a coat and you actively choose to not wear it in the snow and the cold, then you need to get your priorities straight.
Yeah, true enough. True enough.
That's my opinion, anyways.
Yeah.
Don't get me started about people not wearing their coats. Now we go. We open up is it Pandora's box? Is that a good way to say that? We opened up.
Yeah, that would be a good way to say that.
We didn't want to open.
So I'm just gonna quickly cut in, and I just want to bring up the gunshots that were fired on Mun campus or near Mun campus there last week. One Justin Michael Chipman was arrested shortly after the incident. He was charged with 14 different counts, including theft, dangerous operation of a vehicle, assaulting a police officer, and property damage. So, I don't know. That guy sucks. I just thought I'd give everybody the update on how that whole situation turned out.
I know it's happened since then, Samson, but maybe that asshole knows who's got your laptop.
Yeah, is he out on bail by any chance?
Yeah, maybe it was that guy.
We're coming for you.
Justin, if you have my laptop, like,
please,
give
Justin.
it back. Please don't run your car into my house.
Yeah.
True.
No, that's funny. None of this is funny. Shots fired or laptops. I could ever vote what I just said.
I'm still mad about that cop firing the shots on campus.
That's what it was. That's what that. Yeah.
It was definitely not an appropriate situation to discharge a firearm. I can agree with that.
But there's still. Everyone's got to learn somehow.
Yeah, I mean, and they do.
What's a bullet?
The RCMP does have an independent investigation on the go, looking into looking into how legit that situation really was. So maybe
lighter in there.
Maybe we'll get the oh yeah, we're doing that thing again where we're just sort of flicking through the muse here. So sorry again, we were hoping to not do that. Yeah, there's a funny little satire in there this week actually. It's called "Hi, I'm the guy who can't stop humming in agreement with everything the prof says." I just want to give a shout out to whoever wrote this article because I think it's hilarious. And
relatable.
Yeah, because everybody's got that guy in their class.
You might even be that guy.
If you don't know who the guy in your class is, you probably are the guy.
The person, whoever. Yeah, I know where you. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a very funny article. You should definitely check it out. It's on page 13, right above the Sudoku. All right.
And the photo of the week. Oh my gosh, does that photo ever look good? Let's spend the rest of our radio show talking about this beautiful picture.
No, but it is a nice picture that no one else can see.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking. Sampson, can you see it?
I can't really see it.
Here it is.
The Sudoku looks nice.
You're looking at it upside down, though. Yeah.
Rustle them pages.
Yeah, true. There it is. The weekly sound of the rustling pages. We tend to only get one.
Ding, rustling the pages.
I'm so sorry for that.
No, that's okay, Sampson. It's okay. So what else are we gonna look at this week? Anything interesting? How's everybody's week going? Sampson, I know you got your laptop stolen and that sucks. Just sucks.
So my week's not good. Chris got a job this week.
Yeah, I got a job at the Breezeway. You can check it out on you can check me out on Saturday. I'll be making my Breezeway debut at the Lip Sync. So check me out there. No, it'll be
great in a Breezeway.
It'll be fun though. Cool staff discount. That's all right.
Work at the Breezeway.
Yeah, they're looking. They seemed pretty eager to hire me on the spot. So if you're looking for work, you should probably check out the Breezeway. Check with Gerard.
Now we might end our show a little bit early tonight, but before we do anything like that, there's something that I need to speak to, and it has to do with back to Sampson.
Yeah, we'd like to shout out an anonymous poster on my.mun.ca.
Yes, we've discussed these portal comments before and a couple of weeks ago, so we're going to revisit it again. And there's a very topical one written, we assume anyway, unless someone else got their laptop stolen today. Yeah. Someone has addressed online Sampson's laptop thievery. So, Mac.
And to give you a little background, I think I know who it was. When I came back to find my laptop missing, there was someone actually sitting right to the left of me, a little farther down. I said, "Hey, did you see where my laptop went?" He said, "No, I don't know." And hey, I think he posted on my.mun.ca. So let's see what Max has to say about that.
Yeah, dude, we take this stuff pretty seriously. This is a big deal for us. I know we keep coming back to it and dwelling on it and stuff, but laptop theft is not cool. And shout out to my other roommate who's had his laptop taken from him a couple times too in the past. Like, you guys gotta stop.
It could happen.
It's called a library card. Go to the library and use the computers or whatever.
Or just put your don't steal people's laptops.
Right. And then this My.Mun poster has another bit of advice.
So this one here says posted February 27th, which is today. Net popularity of 22, 24 upvotes.
24 people are psyched about my laptop
being stolen, and 2 people with a soul voted down.
One of those was me.
So it says, and that, folks, is why you don't leave your stuff unattended in the library. Someone just made away with the guy's stuff on the 4th floor. Were you on the 4th floor?
I was on the 4th floor. That's so funny that he posted that. I mean,
we take this stuff.
Oh, come on, Sampson.
We don't take this stuff lightly.
Yeah, we may be laughing, but it's seriously not a laughing matter.
We should. So that's why we are proposing a library watch crew.
Yeah, like, listen, if you see someone that is just walking up to something, I know you shouldn't leave your stuff unattended, but obviously from time to time you might do that. Just say something to the person if they walk up and they're like, "Hey, this looks like a
one thing I actually will say though, I was reading. I don't remember if it was for a class or if it was just for my leisure. It was a psychological experiment, or it was. That was basically someone was chilling on the beach, and they would leave their stuff there, and they would come back, and I mean, it was stolen X% of the time, but then they would do it again, and they would ask someone nearby if they could watch their stuff, and I think that the rate of how often their stuff got stolen was reduced by a factor of like 3. So I mean, that could be all it takes next time if you just say, "Hey, will you watch my stuff?" And they'll probably watch your stuff.
That's a great point, Chris.
There's a little hindsight for you there.
No. I just mean I've explored the evidence at least a little bit to back up.
And for those out there,
I guess
in
it's like
radio
don't
land,
let your guard down. No matter how many times you've done something like that before, like maybe one day.
It only takes one rotten apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I learned that. I was studying at the Dalhousie Killam Library or whatever it is, and somebody walked up to me and they said, "Hey, would you watch my stuff while I run to the washroom?" And I felt like I was that person's hero, that I would take a bullet for that laptop.
But if they don't come back in a timely manner, just fucking leave. Let them like
Samson. You're never coming on again, bro.
Yeah.
Never
I
again.
didn't say it as much as Jamie.
Jamie's was in context. We can defend Jamie's. His were direct quotes.
But we're not trying to police.
We're not trying to police you,
I'm
but
so sorry.
hopefully
we lost
we won't be on next week, but hopefully we're welcome back the week after that.
Yeah. So our show's winding down. Does anybody have any questions out there in Radioland?
Yeah, if you
What was that?
You could tweet if you have any advice for us, anything you want to say, anything you want to contribute. You can reach us on Facebook and Twitter at Rustling Pages. That's rustling spelled RUSSELLING, because it is an excellent pun featuring both my name and Max's name.
The more you explain it, the funnier it gets.
Hey man, I just want to look. If
It's a good pun.
no, it's a great pun, but I just mean no, it is. I didn't think of it. Max thought of it. I just mean they need the right spelling,
So it's a
because
great pun.
that's not how rustling is typically spelled. I just want them to be able to. We're really trying to land the brand here.
Right.
Oh, you're saying like don't spell it like with RUSTLE if you're Googling it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I never really thought of that.
Yeah, exactly. No one.
How to actually spell Russell.
Yeah.
The
It's a
word
good topic.
Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not.
I guess most people, if they didn't know your last name, they wouldn't assume it was a pun.
Exactly. Samson, you hammer on the head right
Now
there.
it's time to answer the age-old question as to how to use the 3 different versions of there. There's 3 different kinds.
That's
there,
what we're gonna address.
THEY apostrophe RE and THEIR. Do we know the difference out there, Radioland?
I mean, I certainly know the difference.
So do we need to talk about this?
I kind of hate people who don't know the difference.
I mean, I like to not tell them when they make the mistake, and then they can silently sort of go through their life getting it wrong, and everyone just kind of gets how dumb they are.
See now, Samson.
That's mean. I'm sorry.
That's I mean, that's a bit of karmic retro. That seems to be.
Yeah,
If those
I had
are
a
the
bad day
if those are the thoughts that you're walking around with in your head, then
I had
I
a
mean,
dark day.
karma says that your laptop's gonna get stolen.
I'm never letting you edit any of my papers, Samson. You're not my editor.
You're missing out.
Misplaced there, and theirs. So that's pretty much our show for the night.
Yeah, I think we're gonna cut it a little early. We're not. I mean, we're starting to talk about some pretty
We're starting
ridiculous
to go a little
things.
downhill.
Couple tangents, couple regrets.
I have no regrets, Samson.
But homonyms, is that what it's called? When words sound the same?
That
or
would be
different?
homonyms.
Next week, homonyms, grammar, and linguistics. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, actually, we probably what?
We don't need to talk about next week. Next week can
No,
be.
I was just gonna say we're not gonna be on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, tune in on Thursdays at 11.
Yeah, tune into Rustling Pages with Max Page and Chris Russell. Thursdays at 11 p.m. on 93.5 CHMR. Thank you. Have a good night.
This is 93.5 CHMR FM.